Hey Aries, welcome to your WLC Weekly Love Connections reading. This will be for those of you who are wanting to get insights with regards to your love connections. To all my subscribers, thank you for stopping by once again. Info about my personal readings and everything else about this channel will be in the description box below. Alright, so let's go ahead and do your reading, Aries. What do we have for Aries in love? Let's see, what do we have for Aries in love? This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus and Jupiter. In love, we have the Six of Swords and the Page of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Two of Coins, Death, the King of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Three of Coins, and the Ten of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we have Justice. Aries. Okay, wow. Alright, so Aries, in this connection, I do feel that you are dealing with someone, Aries, where possibly there has been some form of betrayal in the past. Yeah, either on your side or on their side. Someone here may have taken another leap of faith towards another love connection in the past, or just some form of betrayal here. Instead of putting or nurturing this connection or putting the effort into this connection, someone here may have rerouted their energies to something else, whether it be a third party or another connection, but somewhere outside of this connection. And that is pretty hurting for the other party that's left in this connection, I feel. And as of the moment, I feel that in this connection right now, you are both where you're supposed to be. Whether you're together or separated, I feel that this is where it's supposed to be. Especially if there's been betrayal. You can't, with betrayal or any form of inflicting hurt, yeah, emotionally or even physically, I hope not. But once you inflict hurt into someone, or towards a connection, the very first the detrimental effect is that the trust is lost, yeah, or is marred out, yeah. And I feel that that's very hard to restart, or that's very hard to really work around it, unless if truthfulness is out, unless if you can have an open, honest to goodness kind of communication with one another, yeah. So if that conversation or that communication hasn't transpired yet, I feel that this connection is where it is at right now. You can't move any further until trust is, that intention to rebuild the trust is put forth, yeah. Because someone here has been really hurt, and I feel that is your person perhaps, and them not really engaging much into this connection. It's because they're hurt. They don't trust that this connection could still go any further, or that they don't trust that this connection can still further make them happy, or vice versa, whichever you are in this connection, I see. On your, I feel, Aries, that you are also trying to just you're trying to be very cautious here. Maybe even in your communication with this person, you try to speak as much as little as possible, but as truthful as possible, That's the way I see. Or even the way you approach them, you try to be more cautious than before. But I do see that there is a part of you who's wanting to really have this conversation with this person. Yeah. There is that part of you. Why? Because you want to, I feel that someone here is wanting to regain that trust from the other person. Yeah. To regain that level of comfort dealing with one another. I feel that. Whilst on the other hand, the other person here is more of just learning to love themselves, learning to at least focus on what they can for now, and slowly but surely possibly healing that pain. But I do see that both of you are kind of waiting for one another here. You're both waiting for that possibility that you can at least get back to some form of normalcy in terms of communication, some form of lightheartedness in your dealing with one another, so that you can start working things out. At least share, your experiences on a day-to-day basis. But it's a very sort of cautious little step towards healing this connection. But I do see that both of you are waiting for one another. Yeah, that very little communication you have could be what it should be for now. Because perhaps beyond that, you could end up arguing, or beyond that, or the other person, if you're the one here who is not really in full force communicating with the other person, you feel that, that's how it should be. Especially if you hurt someone, you gotta see what's the best way to handle this. Especially if the other person here has been heartbroken. Especially I feel because you're dealing with someone who really wanted to have that end all and be all with you. But if there's been betrayal, that's like a dream that you stepped on, that you threw away. That's the way I see it. But I feel that wherever you are both at right now, there could be some form of impatience on both sides here. In terms of when can you have a new love, new beginning, new start here. Yeah. I don't see that happening for this week, but I do see that you're both wanting to, get back to some form of normalcy. You could be Aries. You could be the one reaching out to this person, I feel. Yeah. To make some form of communication. Perhaps checking on them to start with. And I think you're still both thinking about what's the best way to handle this. Yeah, what's the best way to possibly work things out. It is where it should be right now. I mean, this is something that you cannot really rush forward because it's been painful. It's been painful, especially for, I think, the person that you're dealing with here. But again, this is general, so you can choose your side. Yeah, you can choose your side here. What's going on with this connection? Yeah. So that actually, you're both aware. You're both aware of what's happening here. You both know that it is where it should be. But at the same time, you're both contemplating on seeing through. You're both contemplating, you're both trying to analyze what could we do next. But I feel that if there was mind games in the past, some form of deception and all that, I feel that this time around, if another move, and I feel that that is for you, Aries, Another move that is taken for this connection is no longer including mind games. That means you will not be doing further mind games into this connection. You want to bring in some truth here. You want to bring in some truth. And that is actually the kind of the right thing to do here, especially if you're coming in to rebuild the trust of somebody. Yeah, somebody that you want to have a new start. Somebody that you want to have a new start. Especially if this is somebody that you know who loves you dearly. Okay. Messages for Aries from the person that they're dealing with. Messages for Aries from the person that they're dealing with. I don't know if I'm cut out for this. It's really because this person is truly hurt, and in as much as they want to work things out, for now, like I said, it is where it should be. Because as of now, your person is still trying to heal from the pain. Still trying to understand why after everything they have done in this connection, they have been drained, so to speak. Perhaps for some of you, this ending would have taken quite a while now. And that is truly draining for both, like the hot and cold dealing with one another. That is draining. Yeah. I don't know how I feel anymore. Yeah. Definitely. Let's get you some advice. Let's get you some advice. If there is a move that would need to be done here, I feel that it's going to be a communication coming from you, Aries. Because the person, as much as they love you so much, they just are very exhausted right now. Yeah. But you are the main player of their heart. But in terms of them wanting to, if you're expecting them to put effort into reconciling for now, I don't see that happening. But I do see you giving clarity to this. Yeah, if there was some misunderstanding of that betrayal, if you know, the mistrust here is due to some reasons, I feel that it could be you talking to this person and telling them exactly what they need to know. Yeah, advice for Aries. Yeah, the desert passage. Trust there's a divine plan. You may not know that this is where it should be right now, and you may not even see the light at the end of this. But I think the advice here for you is very telling. Trust that there's a divine plan. Because you're ready to bring in honesty. You're ready to bring in clarity into the situation. And I feel that there is still that chance to get this connection going. Because once that communication can take place, because the person that you're dealing with actually has love for you and they want to restart this. It's just because for now it's desert passage. You just have to go through this right now, even possibly the quietness between the two of you, the distance of not knowing where this is going as well. It's because even if they love you, they just don't know what to do for now. Because of that hurt, because they're still processing, yeah, the hurt, the pain that they felt out of this connection. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope this gives you insights. Let me know in the comment section how this resonates with you. If this doesn't, then you can check out the other signs in your chart. I do have the rest of the readings for today. And also, I invite you to join me every Monday for the Gypsy Monday Nights Tarot. I'll be reading for all signs live at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Yeah, that's every Monday. And yeah, if you like this, give me a thumbs up. And you can also share and subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I post videos or whenever I go live. Yeah, every now and then I would. Given time availability. But if this is where we part ways, thank you for stopping by.